When arrogance sails a little too far, the law reels it in. Here are 5 cases when entitled boat owners get humbled by cops. Number 5. Boat trouble on the road ends in felony charges. Deputies receive a report about a vehicle towing a boat at 10 miles per hour in a 55 zone. Deputy Lane spots the truck with hazard lights on and initiates a traffic stop. Here's what unfolds when the deputy approaches 38-year-old Nolan.
Shameless plug while we're waiting for Nolan to stop. Please consider subscribing. It really helps our channel grow.
I'm going to try to go on the inside of the hand and see where it got before.
Hello, hi, I'm Deputy Lane with the Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, how can I help you?
So we got called to Sunshine Key about you, and then on the way up there, I saw you going 15 miles an hour.
Sir.
And
my hazards on, correct?
Okay, that's not legal. You can't do that.
Can do what?
You can't drive that slow under the speed limit.
It's a safety hazard.
It's a safety hazard for you to be on the road driving that slow under the speed limit, correct? Do you have your driver's license on?
Department, so I need to get to this landing. Can we get it off of this? I work here.
Okay, fantastic. Good for you. I need your driver's license.
For what?
Okay. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Unlock the car and get out now.
Hey, calm down.
Get out of the car now.
Calm down. I am. Getting out.
You want to stop? Hey, you want to stop? Grab me.
Getting out. My truck. My truck.
The fucking truck in the park.
Yes, I am.
Put it in the park now. Put it in the park now. Put it in the park now.
It is in park. I am
Left
getting
3
out.
code 4 1 resisting.
I am not
Put it in the park. Get out of the fucking car. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back now. Put your hands behind your. Put your hands behind. Stop pulling away from me. Stop pulling away from me. You're gonna get tased.
Down.
Stop pulling away from me. You're gonna get tased.
Despite Nolan's protests and his wife's attempts to explain, the deputy proceeds with detaining him.
I am not.
Stop. Stop.
I am.
Stop pulling away from me. You're gonna get tased. It's in your back right now.
Pulling.
Okay, stay right there. Okay, well, he needs to listen to what I tell him to do.
Listening. Did you see me? Your glove box is even open. I was getting you it, and I was asking you politely. It says to do not stop on shoulders.
Okay.
Can you adjust my wrist, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
Please understand that.
Left 23 code 5 1 to 10.
Can this other one please adjust the other way? My wrist cannot spin in it.
Do you have anything on you that's going to stick me, poke me, hurt me?
One pocket knife.
Your pocket knife? I'm good for now.
Man, you,
If you can talk to her inside of the car.
why is she being rude?
I'm not sure.
Why is she being rude too?
Because I'm a law enforcement officer and so is she,
And I'm
I
a
have you in
fire.
handcuff right now.
Okay, but no need to be rude, is there?
Left 23, I got FWC with me as well. So in the state of Florida, when you're told to identify yourself on a traffic stop by law enforcement,
I did.
saying no when I say give me your driver's license is
I
not
did
complying.
not say no.
Okay.
Do you have this on recording, please?
Yes, it is on
Okay,
recording.
thank you.
Just like when I told you to step out of the car and you said no, I tried to open your door, you grabbed my hand and pushed me away. That's battery on law enforcement. That's
that
a felony.
is not exactly what I was doing.
You grabbed my hand, that's felony.
Oh my God, I was trying to put...
Inside the vehicle with their children and a service dog, Nolan's wife tries to clarify the situation.
Hello. Is there anyone else inside the car or just you?
My children and his service dog.
Okay.
My husband has a traumatic brain injury, so his ability to process information and respond effectively is impaired. I was going to try to see, I think his wallet is here in the boat. I was going to grab it. He has a brain injury card. I am his legal caregiver in addition to being his spouse. We are volunteering here at the park, and it just became stressful because he was concerned.
What's your name? The problem though is that when I tell someone to give me their ID and they say no, that's refusal to identify.
Did he say no?
He said no.
I thought he was grabbing.
No, he was not. And then when I tell him to open the door and he says no, that's again refusing an order from. Hold on, I'm talking. That's refusal to identify himself and refusal to exit the vehicle, which is an order from a law enforcement officer.
Right.
Furthermore, when I reach inside the car to unlock the door and he grabs my hand, that's felony battery on law enforcement. Fourth, when I do finally get the car door open and he pushes me away, that's battery on law enforcement. He cannot touch me. Okay? The brain injury, that sucks. I'm very sorry for you and your family. He cannot touch me. He cannot refuse orders that I give to him. This is a legal, lawful traffic stop. He's impeding the flow of traffic going 10 miles an hour on US 1. You cannot do that. He is correct. It is a safety hazard to do that. That's why I pulled him over. He can't do that. Okay?
I apologize. Like I said, his response and his ability to know what to say in stressful moments is impaired because of the brain injury. He literally has missing pieces of his brain. And so when giving orders or whatever, his responses are often off. Like even when I'm asking him to do something or reminding him to brush his teeth even or things like that, even if he's planning to do it, his words don't come out the correct way.
Explaining that her husband has difficulty processing pressure and doesn't always respond well to commands.
So I'm sure, being in your career path, you've dealt with
How old are the kids in the car?
7 and 4.
Okay. Can you go back in the car and make sure they're okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are you doing back here?
I was going to see if his wallet is in here.
Yeah,
Would you like me to grab his
Yes,
wallet?
please, if you could. Thank you.
His wallet is not in there, unfortunately, and I don't see it in the boat. Our camper is here if I need to go to the camper to get it.
So you don't know who he is yet?
No.
Do you have a social?
Yeah.
You know his social?
Yes. All right.
What is it?
It is.
All right, I'm going to open the door for a second to talk to you, but I don't want you to try to get out or do anything, okay? Is that your wife?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Actually, look, I was not trying to be combative. I have a slow thinking.
She
and
explained that to me, okay?
all of a sudden, I realized I'm not in park, and I wasn't trying to resist you. I was trying to let you, but yet, and then when we finally got out, I promise you, I was not trying to resist. Like,
I understand why you got back in the truck. That was probably for the best since you have kids in the car.
okay. I'm very I know I've worked in the fire my whole life, and I know exactly what y'all go through at that moment. I know exactly.
Okay.
When you see me trying to jump back in,
the main problem.
I want to thank you the highest for not pulling that trigger when I jumped back in. I know when the adrenaline starts pumping. Oh my gosh!
Copy.
Yes, my
Okay.
adrenaline was pumping too.
So the main problem that I have though is you grabbed my hand and you pushed my arms away. You cannot do that to
I
police.
didn't mean to push you away. I was trying to assure you that here you have my hand, but let me reach with the other hand and. But I can't think of how to say it. My adrenaline was pumping, and I'm just like, here's one, but let me.
Inside the patrol car, Nolan continues to protest his case.
Okay.
I swear to you, I've worked. I want to join y'all so bad. I swear to you, on God's hand, I put God all over my life ever since my accident. I swear to you, I was not trying to resist. I put my life in God's hand on that swear.
Okay.
I assure you, if there's any way I could prove that to you, I guarantee you I would.
Okay. All right, Nolan. I'm going to close the door real quick. Give me
Yes.
just 1 second. I'll come talk to you again. Yeah, I have.
Stuff, because this doesn't look 17 feet to me. Does this look 17 feet?
No, that's 24 at least.
Yeah, and it comes back. FL comes come back with something else, so I had to run the bin or the hit.
I'm sorry, what was your name again? So, unfortunately, I do have to take him to jail because he grabbed me. Okay? I could look past the initial refusal to give me his ID at first, and I didn't give him 20 chances to do it, but if I tell someone to give me their ID and they say no, or what for, I understand what you're saying. He was reaching for the glove box. I don't know that that's what he's looking for. If he's telling me no, or what do you need my ID for, to me, that's a no. I'm not giving it to you. Okay? The problem, though, is that when I tried to get him out of the car, he grabbed my hand, he pushed my hands away from him, and then I'm trying to put him in handcuffs, and he's pulling and turning away from me. Because of that, I have to take him to jail.
Is there any way
I have to take him to jail.
Is there any way you could have the mercy in you to view it like someone with autism? You know that an autistic person would do something similar when someone's grabbing them. It's like an instinctive response
If his mental capacity is so diminished that he doesn't know not to put his hands on a police officer, he should not have a driver's license. Okay? So either he is more mentally incapacitated than the state of whatever state his driver's license is out of knows, or he's more intelligent than you're leading.
The officer calmly explains the reason for the arrest and ensures Nolan's wife understands the consequences of his actions.
Because either way, he's driving a car, so he's got to have at least like an 80 IQ to be able to drive a car. So if he's got that,
I'm not sure what
he should probably know not to grab a police officer.
I'm not sure what the testing was that they did. They went through a neuropsychologist, neuropsychiatrist, full driving tests, like more than just the driving test that a teenager goes through to get their permit. And he was approved through that. But of course, in a class like that, it's not going to be a situation where an officer's trying to grab him out of the car. So it's a different thing to be in the moment. Mm-hmm. And like I said, view it like a person with autism, like their initial response is to be like, someone's grabbing me, oh my God, let go. So if there's any chance you could please have...
I just talked to my sergeant. My sergeant said to take him to jail because he touched me.
And listen, at the same time, I understand your perspective, but you also have to understand his perspective. But also with this instance, if he goes to jail, you also have the ability to go to court and argue that side of it. I understand that, ma'am. But we still have to do our job. The incident occurred. Also, I have another issue with the boat. The registration for the vessel isn't coming back with the same thing as it in, so I was wondering if I could see the paperwork for that. Yeah, so the registration...
Did you run her?
Yeah, I added it to the call.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna run her?
It didn't come back to the same type of vessel as the him.
ID. Look, I understand. I have to take him to jail. That ship has sailed. I have to take him. I understand. This is hard. I don't want to take someone to jail with a mental disability. But at the same time, if he's driving a car and I pull him over for a traffic violation, going 10 miles an hour in a 55-mile-an-hour zone is a traffic violation. He can't do that.
Still, she refuses to accept the officer's decision, passionately arguing in her husband's defense.
That's why I pulled him over. When I tell the driver of a vehicle on a traffic stop to give me his driver's license, he has to give it to me. If I tell him to step out of the...
Please, we can't.
If I tell someone to step out of the vehicle under Pennsylvania versus MIMS, they have to step out of the vehicle. If they refuse, that is obstruction.
I understand all of that, and I understand from your perspective, you have to protect yourself to get home to your own family and all of that. Trust me, I wish he didn't have a brain injury. I wish he didn't have those moments where he doesn't.
I'm very sorry that your family has to deal with that, Catherine.
But please, because this is something that's like, you're basically putting me in jail too.
I'm not putting you in jail. You're still here. You can take the car and the boat, go back to your campsite. You can get him out tomorrow. We'll have first... You can... Look, there's ways in the court. If he's actually got a brain injury, you could... Are you able to drive this back to your campsite?
Probably not.
Okay, because the other thing we'd have to do is call a tow truck.
I can probably get someone here in the park, one of our friends here.
Okay. Yeah, this guy right here, I don't know if you know him, but why was he going so slow?
because we drove from here. We were headed to Marathon to get gas in the boat, and as we were driving down the road, he realized that the trailer was like bouncing too much, and he didn't feel safe driving it. So he pulled over at that gas station. Go ahead.
That's his items I was giving to you.
She insists their slow speed was due to a trailer bouncing dangerously, making highway travel unsafe. They had even attempted to adjust the load at a nearby marina, but were turned away.
He pulled over at that gas station by the RV park, and he just wanted to be able to use their marina real quick to scoot the boat further forward on the trailer. And one person told us, no, it's a liability reason to use it. So he tried kind of brake checking the boat to scoot it forward. He tried cranking it with everything he could to get it forward, and he felt nervous to get on the road with it. And then he went in and talked to the management, and they were just trying to explain to him that it was liability. He said that he would be happy to pay as a guest in order to be able to use the boat ramp. And they were trying to, tell him there were boat ramps a mile up one direction and a couple miles back the other direction. And so then they had called for an escort to bring him back here, and he was just stressed and flustered and just kind of decided to get on the road and try to go slow coming back here.
Because when I was heading up there, I saw you guys. You probably saw me pass you when you were heading south.
Sure.
And then when I pulled in there, the manager there said that he was not very nice to them, that he flicked them off, and that he was very rude.
Yeah, he just got extremely stressed and worried about driving the boat, and he was frustrated that he couldn't just use the ramp to scoot the boat forward. And I tried apologizing to the management there and explaining, that he has a brain injury, so normal things that would stress anyone amplify with him or more stressful for him. And when we saw you pull off here, we kind of thought maybe you were helping escort us the rest of the way to the boat ramp, which is why he didn't pull off initially and stopped to talk to you.
Yeah, I just couldn't pull you guys over on US 1 because of the construction site, and he started that turn, so I didn't want to try to stop him in the middle of the road when there was cars coming, so I waited until you guys were in here to pull him over. I wouldn't have even given him a ticket. I was just going to tell him that he was driving slow and he can't drive that slow on US 1.
The deputy explains that the situation could have been avoided if Nolan had simply cooperated from the beginning. He assures them that the body cam footage will clearly show how events unfolded.
And all I needed was his driver's license.
Is there any way you can modify the report to where he was falling out of the vehicle and he grabbed you to brace himself, not grabbing you?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna perjure myself for someone I don't know. I'm gonna watch my body camera and the in-car camera, and I'm gonna go word for word and action for action when I write the report. I will document in there how you're telling me he had a brain injury. What was that caused by?
A motorcycle accident. We were heading to dinner one night, a vehicle from another direction took a left-hand turn in front of us. He actually wasn't supposed to even live, and then they weren't sure if he was going to be paralyzed or what sort of function he was going to have. And he's made amazing progress, but there's still, there's deficits. Just like if you lost a limb, there's things that are difficult. He lost a chunk of his brain, so certain things are difficult. Am I able to give him his anxiety medicine before he goes?
They have all the medicine down there. As long as he knows the name of it, they'll be able to supply it to him.
He's not going to know the names. Can I give you a list or something? Can I write?
Yeah, I can take a picture of it.
Nolan is ultimately transported to jail without further incident. His wife is left to manage the children and vehicle and to coordinate with friends at the park for help. Number 4. Mother arrested for boating drunk with infant in tow. A woman is stopped by deputies while boating at night on Nippersink Lake because her vessel is missing the required navigation lights. The deputies immediately notice signs of impairment when they approach the boat.
As far as your speech and your movements and the odor of alcoholic beverage on your breath, I think we might have an issue here, but I want to run some tests on you and make sure we're okay, if that's the case. See my hand here?
Yeah.
When I tell you to, what I want you to do, I want you to count like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and continue doing it until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
I understand.
All right, go ahead. Either hand's fine. Go ahead and do it.
Wait, I thought it was your hand.
No, you're going to do it with your hand. the way I showed you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. You get there. See the tip of my pen there?
I do.
Can you go ahead and touch it? Okay. When I tell you to, I want you to follow it with your eyes. Keep your head still, and just follow it with your eyes. Okay, you understand that? There we go. No, keep your head still. Okay. Keep your head still. Okay. You weren't able to keep your head still. All right, let's try this one.
She struggles to follow instructions and maintain balance, which reinforces the officer's concerns.
Okay. What I want you to do, when I tell you to, is clap. You're going to go like this. You're going to go 1, 2. Okay. You're neutral. You're tied up to us. You don't have to worry about the wheel. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just like I'm doing. And then pick up the speed a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2. Wait till I tell you to start. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Picking up the speed. You understand?
I do. I just don't. Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
this is like...
No, sir. Again.
No. No, it's fine.
Let me deal with her.
I just.
What?
Can you have a seat, please?
What?
Me?
Oh, yes, yeah. Thank you.
First off, love y'all. Taking off.
Where's her ID? All right. Ainsley,
Yeah.
do you feel you're under the influence of alcohol right now?
No.
Okay. Would you be willing to participate in a portable breath test to see where you're at?
What do you think?
Yes.
When asked to take a breath test, this is her response.
Do you know what the legal limit is?
0.08.
Correct. Where do you think you're at?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because I'm breastfeeding and I.
Okay. Can you do the PBT?
Not this one.
What about the one in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. One of the SWAT team members I know, family member,
No.
we're not trying to do anything.
It's fine.
Oh.
I just want to go.
We don't have to. We don't have to.
We just want to go home. We're not that far. Hey.
What do you need to do? You need to be an operator?
Yeah.
What happened to the yellow ones?
There was never portable one in the yellow one. I have one in my squad though.
All right. Well, let's go over there then. We're going to go right over here to a pier.
I'm going. I know.
Go right up the stairs. Right up the stairs.
I know. It's ridiculous.
Make a right. As many things you can can trip on, so walk slow here, please. Okay? We're going to go right up these stairs here.
The situation becomes more urgent when officers realize she has her baby on board. She remains cooperative as she's walked up the dock and assisted in securing her baby safely.
Can you take your purse off for me, please?
What's in my purse?
Okay, here's where we're at tonight, okay? I talked to the other deputies. Apparently you are under arrest for OUI, is what I was made to understand, okay? For operating the boat under the influence. There is no one else on that boat right now. None of those 3 adults are capable of driving or taking the baby, okay? They're all intoxicated. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to come up with a person that can come, that is sober, that can take the baby, okay? Because if I don't have that option, I have to, by law, call DCFS. And I'm not wanting to do that, but that's what I have to do if I don't have an option. So do you have somebody you can call?
Yeah, you took
Somebody,
my purse.
and you said you have a car seat in the boat that the baby can go in?
Yeah, right there.
Perfect. And you have your phone here?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make that call, please. I'll give you the address where we're at.
Okay.
And they can come and they can even pick you up too.
You need anything from me right now? Trying to think
let's get this going.
if it was his dad or...
She then agrees to call a family member to care for the child while she's away.
So do you have an ID on here? The deputy's got your ID already?
Well, isn't there the photocopy in there?
There's one with a hole in it. Did you already take your other ID?
No. There should be the paper copy in there too. Because I just went yesterday.
Put this right here.
Okay.
So your little one can go
Do I only have one call or
No, I want you to make as
okay.
many calls as you need. Do me a favor, can you put your baby in here for now?
Yeah.
Because I'm a little concerned.
Why are you concerned?
Because your grip isn't really good right now.
She's fine.
And I don't want anything to happen to her, okay? So just do me a favor, let's lay her right in here, okay?
Fine. Oh.
$54.72 from $54.70. Do you have a Jonathan Winnie there?
It's my husband.
$54.72, one by, correction, $54.70, one by name and date of birth.
Hey. Can you...
Last.
After providing the pickup address, she waits calmly as the situation is managed.
It's not very heavy.
Clears Dallas.
Can you say the address again?
It's the same parking.
Oh, I know where we are. Sorry. I drive past it every day when we go to our house. they pulled us over because we didn't have green and red lights on, even though we had, when we left from, anyway, I thought we had green light, or red lights on. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Alright, love you, bye.
Where are they coming from?
You're fine. You're fine.
Meanwhile, officers formally place her under arrest and issue 3 citations.
First of all, let me give you your driver license back, okay? Or the temporary one.
Just barely, because it's my birthday on Sunday.
Okay, so we stop you because you are operating the...
Because I didn't have lights on.
You didn't have the navigation lights on.
Even though they were on, but we...
They were not on.
I know.
They were not on.
When we checked, when we left port, they were on. So...
Maybe.
Up
Maybe
to
when
you.
you left port,
Up
it
to
was
you.
on. I don't know anything
No,
about
up
that.
to, up to you.
When I stopped you, the lights were not on.
Sure.
Okay. So, for that, you're gonna get a citation for for operating a pontoon with no navigation lights when required. Okay. When
Not
we did
the most dangerous, but okay.
when I agree with you on that one. I agree with you on that one 100%, especially with a baby on board like that. So, after we stopped you, we did a safety inspection on the vessel and we found that the battery terminals were not covered. They're supposed to be covered with a rubber cap to
That's
prevent...
my husband. Okay, I will yell at him
that's...
accordingly.
I agree with you.
Okay.
That's going to be your second citation. Okay. And then the most important one, based on our observation, I think you are operating the pontoon under the influence of alcohol. Okay.
Under what? Okay.
We passed that point, so that's going to be your third citation. Okay.
But you don't have
We
any
ask you.
proof.
We
Okay.
ask you to provide the breath sample, and you refused. Okay. We have other means to determine if somebody is under the influence of alcohol,
But you
and
never
we
did.
did. Do you remember doing some tests on the boat when my partner asked you to do something?
Okay.
So that's going to be your citation for operating a boat under the influence of alcohol. You have a mandatory court date that you need to show up, and that's going to be October 16, 9 o'clock in the morning. You have the address checked right.
She's then informed of her mandatory court appearance and handed documents outlining the citations and results of the boat safety inspection.
You have the time
I
check.
see that you're pointing to that, but okay.
So tomorrow look at it again and you will see the address, the time, and the location for the court appearance, okay? And you also get a copy of everything that I read to you, all your rights as an operator of a watercraft, and the suspension that's happening because you refuse to provide the breath sample. All these are your copies, okay? Including a copy of the safety inspection that we did on the vessel.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put everything in an envelope so you can have them tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me right now?
No. Just wanted to be in bed an hour or two ago.
She was ultimately issued citations for 3 violations: no navigation lights, exposed battery terminals, and the most critical, boating while intoxicated. Number 3. What lying to Florida wildlife officers could cost you. Officers with Florida Fish and Wildlife pull alongside a small vessel cruising through a no-wake zone at full speed. Here's what happens next.
We're gonna come up beside you, okay? You know why we're talking to you right now? That's correct. Just hang tight there for a second. Appreciate it. All right, guys. All right, so I'm Officer Booth, FWC. The reason we stopped you is because it's a idle speed zone all the way through here, right? No, you guys were on plane, correct?
Right.
All right. Is it your boat, sir?
Yes.
Do you have your license and registration for the vessel?
His grandson, we got a phone call from his dad. He's got to get him back to boat.
Oh, okay.
And give him my medical. Kind of in a hurry.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, so.
Now, let me see. I think I might have them in my vehicle. The registration and stuff.
Okay. Where are you guys fishing today?
Just out to the.
Just locally around Apollo Beach.
Around Apollo?
Yeah.
We just giving him a boat ride, basically.
Did you guys catch anything?
No, we just out.
Any guns or anything in there?
No, I
No.
got
Those are not
All right, sir. I'm going to check your coolers real quick, and we're going to give you a warning for this, okay? As long as you have 2 life jackets on board. You want to pop this open for me?
Yes.
Yep. Cooler.
Oh, the cooler?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nothing. Wow. Anything in that one up there? Want to show it to me?
Nothing up there either.
Thanks. Nothing in this live well back here?
No, that was bait well there.
No.
The officers decide to conduct a search of the boat, opening coolers and storage compartments to check for anything suspicious.
Sweet, under the buckets. Over here. Anything in there?
No.
And this here.
What's that? Looks like fish to me, buddy. Your stick. So when I asked if there was fish on board, what'd you tell me? Yeah, you did. See the issue here? You see the issue here? You're way over, you're under. Like 3 misdemeanors so far.
Oh, don't forget interference.
Yep. I'm going to check the rest of the boat. Fishing license, I'm going to check those. Sir, I'm going to need to see your ID as well.
When they discover fish on board, the focus of the stop shifts. Now the officer asks for fishing licenses and identification.
You got my ID.
I got yours, I'm talking about the other gentleman. Sir, do you have your driver's license?
I do.
Thank you. Oh.
I'm just gonna push this out.
You got a crab trap, right? Yes.
Yeah, we're good. We're neutral.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna check the rest of the boat. Up here. Is this your fishing license?
Yeah.
Do you have your fishing license?
I'm
71. You know, if you're 71, you still can't poach. Have you back up over here. I'll have you move over here, okay? Thank you. Am I going to find anything else on this boat that's illegal or should not be on here?
You what?
Am I going to find anything else on this
No,
boat?
ma'am. No, ma'am. No, it's nothing.
That's what you told me the first time.
George, 71, claims his age exempts him from some regulations, but the officers clarify that the law applies regardless.
When was the last time you guys went to jail?
Went to jail.
Yeah. Sir, when was the last time you got arrested?
The last time I got arrested was probably about 8 or 9 years ago.
Okay.
I wasn't found guilty though.
Okay.
When measured, most of the fish turn out to be undersized sea trout, and the total number exceeds the legal bag limit.
They're two legally sized, the rest are short, and they're over the bag limit.
Have either of you guys gotten in trouble with FWC before?
No.
No?
We got, I mean, we're got a good bill of health.
A good what?
A bill of health. I mean, no problems, no trouble, no, you know.
Until now.
Until now, right.
Yeah,
You're right.
you haven't been caught before.
Right. Well, no, I was meaning, you know, for a record.
Yeah. Record, well, now you're going to have a record. Yeah, now you're going to have one. There's one thing we don't tolerate. If you would have been straight with me from the beginning, we have short ones. Probably wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But the fact that you lied and then you tried to cover it up in front of me over there, now we have an issue.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'm hitting you. Now I'm hitting you with everything.
Well,
I could take you to jail right now.
I understand that.
And it's a bad example to set.
You're right. You're right.
Because the men tried to mislead the officers, they're now facing more than just fishing violations.
All right. So the citations you guys are going to get, they're all going to be for court appearances, okay? We'll set the same court date on them. She's going to tentatively set a court date within about 30 days, all right? You'll get notifications in probably about a week about it. If you don't, there's going to be a phone number at the bottom of the citation for you to call, okay? If you do not show up to court, the warrant's going to be issued for your arrest, okay? All right, so the citations you're going to be getting, first one is going to be interference with an FWC officer, all right?
Okay.
It's because you guys lied. All right. Next one's going to be for undersize sea trout, and then over the bag limit. What else? Anything else? Nope, those, and then you'll be receiving civil citations, which are just uniform boating citations for blowing the slow speed zone, not having the registration on board, and then improper display of your registration numbers. All right. Improper display. You're supposed to have a 2-inch spacing between the end of FL, the start of the numbers, the end of your numbers, and then your last 2 letters.
I never was aware of that.
It's listed on your registration.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, when I got the boat, that's how I did it, and I've been inspected before, and they never mentioned anything, so I didn't know.
We turn into sticklers when people start lying to us.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't take it personally,
It is,
but I'm gonna get. We get very, very technical.
I can understand.
Yeah. Do you have a Type 4 throwable on board?
A what?
A Type 4 throwable. Looks like a little seat cushion with handles on it. All right. Because there's not one immediately available on deck, that could be another $143 citation because of the improper carriage requirement.
That's what you're talking about?
Yep. So it's required to be out and on deck.
Equipment checks reveal further problems. The boat lacks a child-sized life vest, and there's no throwable flotation device readily available, both required by law.
Whether that gets written or not is going to be up to Officer Booth. Do you have a child-sized life jacket on board?
Yeah.
Can I see that, please?
Oh, yeah.
Fort Mile 7420 1013 7420.
How much you weigh, buddy?
About
60 pounds? Okay. Alright, so that's not the correct size.
What does that go up to?
It's 30 to 50 pounds.
What is the bag limit on trout?
3.
Seriously?
Seriously, they change frequently.
No, they don't. Not
No.
for trout.
Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah, I do.
Is it connected to the internet?
Yeah.
That'd be a really good thing for you to look up right now. So also, pretty much every marina, you can get a little pamphlet for fish rules, right? You can look online. There's like multiple applications for it.
So I'm giving you a citation for blowing the speed zone, right? So that's a $140 citation there. I'm also charging for over the bag limit, undersized, and I did the same for you as well. And I charge you both for interference. Okay. Do we have any questions about that? All right. So I have to have you sign each of these copies of George.
What's going to be the fine for them?
They'll set up a court date and the judge will decide that part.
I
Okay?
will have to go to court.
Yes. Yeah, they'll contact you. Like at the number at the bottom, call to set up a court date with them. And then just make sure you do that, and I'll do it this week. Okay?
Each man is cited for interference with an officer, in addition to charges for possessing undersized fish and going over the legal limit.
All right, so I just have you to sign here. That you understand that you're going to get it taken care of, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Where I sign it now?
Right over here.
Let me put my glasses on. It's nice to see.
Okay, and Steven, the same thing for you. Contact that number at the bottom. They'll set up a court date for you. And do you understand the charges today?
Yeah, I do. But
Okay.
I don't know where I interfered, but whatever.
Oh, you're an adult, and when I asked when there was fish on the boat, you could have said yes,
I
correct?
could've, yes, I
Okay.
could've.
Glad we're on the same page. All right, and this is your citation for the blowing the speed zone. If you can just sign there, okay? And I'll give you guys copies of this so you have all that information. And these are your guys' IDs and copies for both of those, okay? Thank you. Give that to you. Okay. Well, I hope you guys have a better day.
Did I get a copy?
Yep, they're all in
I
there.
got
All your
your
guys'
copies.
copies are in there, okay? And make sure you call that number on the bottom to set up your court date, okay?
Well, we'll probably have to call first thing Monday morning. Right?
Yep, I'll call in and just tell them what happened. They might say call back in a couple of days because I have to mail those out. So All right, any questions before we pull away? All right.
On top of those charges, both received civil boating citations that include operating in a no-wake zone, not having the vessel registration on board, and improper display of registration numbers. Both men later enter a misdemeanor intervention program, and the cases are closed without further escalation. Number 2. Man caught drunk driving a yacht worth $700,000. A man is stopped by officers after his boat comes dangerously close to a swim course during a sanctioned race. A Coast Guard helicopter and 2 boats attempt to intercept him before he finally stops.
I know that they're doing their survey thing. I'm going to go through a resource inspection, okay? So, Officer Pearson, Florida Fish and Wildlife, I see that you have tails. So, do you have to do anything with him?
We'll do the safety stuff, and we're going to issue a violation for the violation of the captain.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And
I've had the safety a month or 2 ago by the Coast Guard.
Well, that's good. We're going to do another one.
I apologize for this. I was doing auto guidance, and I'll never do that again.
Auto guidance is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just you got to make sure that you're looking ahead and what's coming up on you. You know, 'cause when you see all these boats, it should raise some red flags in your head. You're like, okay, well, what's going on? You know, and then especially with a helicopter overhead. And,
I know. But the keys, I grew up down here. The keys are like full of boats, so it's like...
I understand, like large clumps of boats is very normal. I get that. I'm just saying, like, that there's a broadcast going on for a reason. So, again, the autopilot, the not maintaining a proper lookout, and you get kind of numb to those broadcasts, right? I get it.
No, I listen to them.
That's why we have that.
Sometimes I listen to the Spanish ones when I come over.
Cap, you have your driver's license?
Yeah, yes.
I just have a passport for him.
Okay.
You can have anything you want.
Okay, no worries, sir.
If you need a driver's license, I didn't get that.
Do you have any other fish or anything like that, or just lobster?
No, just lobster.
Okay. You mind if I check this? You mind if I check this bag right here?
Anything you want to check.
Around again.
Oh yeah,
it's like
beer
10 vodka lemonades.
Yeah.
I asked him how much they drank. He said 2. Clearly, they drank more.
Okay.
I know he's impaired. I asked him for his decals, like his oil pollution stuff, and he literally handed me a rag.
Handed you a rag?
Yeah. And then it took me 5 minutes to explain to him that it wasn't a sticker.
During the inspection, officers also notice empty beer cans on deck and suspect the man might be impaired.
So I don't know. I didn't find any like or anything. I don't know if it's like a combination of both.
Okay.
They're I mean, we're gonna terminate them, but I mean, I don't know what you guys think as far as like
check it out.
DUI stuff.
We'll check it out. All right, Cap. So we have I see some violations. Okay. So before I ask you any more questions, I'm going to read you your rights. All right. So we're on the same page. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. If you consent to answer these questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering any questions at this time. So at this time, do you want to talk to me regarding the violations that I've seen?
What violations?
It's going to be rung tails. So the tails can't be, it has to be in whole condition.
Discuss that with you.
Okay. So when did y'all go out? So what's the story? Just give me a breakdown of what happened your day.
I have a home there.
Okay.
Lobster season opened recently. They're nice still. Want to bring them home and throw them out. That was it. I had no idea they were leaving. I would have left them in the Bahamas if I knew.
Okay. So the thing about it is the tails they're a proper size. So once they're separated, you have to keep them in whole condition.
I know the carpets. I grew up down here.
Yeah. So did you who caught them?
I'm sorry.
Who caught the lobster?
Oh, I paid someone $100 for them.
You paid someone $100 for them? Okay, at the Bahamas?
The man explains the lobster tails were bought the night before in the Bahamas and didn't know it was illegal to bring them over in that state.
Okay. Is that a big violation?
No, I mean, they have to remain in whole condition. So once you're transporting lobster, it has to be in whole condition when you transport lobster. Okay.
I wish I'd never bought them last night. Filling up the boat, trying to come back, and a buddy of mine's like, "I got brush tails. If you want them." I love those lobsters. Those Bimini lobsters are amazing.
I got you. Yeah. Okay.
I will be fine put in jail if you need to for lobster tails, but
No.
I did not intend to break any laws.
I understand that. It's just lobster's heavily regulated down here. I'm sure.
But they never came from here, though.
I got you. But once you cross over that line, I got you.
All right, so fine me. I will pay a fine. I admit I made a mistake. Brought him in. I was wrong. I am pleading guilty of bringing him in, not knowing, which ignorance is not an excuse, right?
I got you.
So
Okay.
whatever you want to do to me, take care of it.
No, we'll get it figured out. How much have you had to drink? How much you had to drink?
3 drinks.
3 drinks? How long ago?
4 hours.
4 hours ago? Okay. 'Cause I see a bunch of cans.
That's Carlos. Look at him.
Yeah, I know he's.
I'm operating the boat.
I got you.
I'm a responsible boat.
I hear you, man. I hear you. I trust you. You mind if I check your eyes? You mind if I check your eyes real quick?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna run a series of tasks on you and just check your eyes, make sure you don't have any involuntary jerking of the eyes and nystagmus, okay? Just to make sure you can operate the vessel safely, okay?
I appreciate that.
Of course. Yeah.
They initiate a boating under the influence check. He admits to having had 3 beers over the past few hours and agrees to perform sobriety tasks.
Tell you what, I'm not gonna have you do all that. I'm just gonna have you come around and sitting on the edge here for me, okay? All right, sir. So, you remove any glasses? Okay. Are you wearing any contact lenses? No. All right, I'm gonna check your eyes. I want you to hold your head still, okay? And follow the stimulus with your eyes only.
What is this thing?
I'll show you. So the stimulus is gonna be this right here. That's gonna be the stimulus, okay? That's gonna be the stimulus. So just follow with your eyes only, okay?
In my eyes?
No. Just follow the stimulus with your eyes only. Keep your head still, okay?
How will I see it?
What's that? Just you're gonna look at this.
You're looking at
This
your fingers?
yeah. Just this is the stimulus right here, okay?
Okay.
And just follow with your eyes only. Don't move your head. All right, I'm gonna go through another task. It's gonna be distinct nystagmus at maximum deviation, okay? The same thing. Just follow the stimulus with your eyes only, okay?
Okay.
Just keep your head still. All right, I'm gonna do one more. The same thing. Just follow. You good? I'm gonna give your eyes a rest.
Oh my God! It's like you can't blink.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried this?
I've done it all the time. I do it all the time.
You really?
Yep. Because I have to practice it.
Oh, okay.
The same thing. Follow the stimulus. All right. So I'm gonna have you do 3 different tasks. Okay. Put your feet down for me. Is there a way to move this?
Yeah. This thing is like broken.
All right. I'll tell you what. Just sit right here for me.
Yep.
All right. All right. So sit straight at the front edge of your seat. Put your hands down at your sides and place your feet shoulder width apart so you're comfortable and stable. Are you stable?
I think so. I'm on the boat.
Are you stable?
He struggles through the evaluations, including eye tracking and coordination tasks like finger to nose and hand movement drills.
Don't move your feet until the tasks are over. Stay in this position and do not do anything else until I tell you to do so. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right.
We understand we're on a boat, right?
I got you. Yeah. I just want to make sure you're stable right there. Do you have any physical defects or disabilities?
I don't.
Do you have any defects with your eyes?
I don't think so. I mean, I can't see well.
Okay. Are you sick or injured? Are you under the care of a doctor or dentist?
No.
Okay. Are you taking any medication?
Just like heart, high pressure,
Blood pressure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, the first task I'm going to have you do is the finger to nose task, all right? Make a fist with both hands. I'm going to show you this, okay? Make a fist with both hands, extending your index finger, and turn your palms forward.
How do you do that?
Like this.
Oh.
Like that, okay?
Gotcha.
Out to the side like that. Out to the side like that. There you go. When I say begin, tilt your head back about 45 degrees.
Is that 45?
Wait till I finish the instructions. When I say begin, tilt your head back to about a 45-degree angle and close your eyes. I'm going to show you. About that right there. I'm not going to close my eyes for officer safety, okay? But do it like that and keep your hands in the same position. When I tell you to touch the tip of your nose with the tip of your index finger and immediately return it to your side, I'm going to say that again. When I tell you to, touch the tip of your nose with the tip of your index finger and immediately return it to your side, okay? That's a tip, not the sides, not that. That's the tip of it, okay? Keep your hands down to this. Keep your hands down this, okay? When I say right, you must touch your right index finger to your nose. When I say left, you must touch your left index finger to your nose. Do you understand?
Unfortunately, each attempt falls short, no matter how focused he seems.
It's a little wavy out here.
I got you.
You ready?
Left.
Oh, I have to close my eyes.
Right. Left. Keep your hands down. Keep your hands down to your side. There you go. Right. Right. Left.
My left hand is like really messed up because I broke my arm. So it's like messed up nerve-wise. You can see that.
Okay. How long ago did you break it?
Back in my 20s. But I can touch my nose. But this arm is like nerve damage.
Okay. All right. You can put your hands down to your side. All right. The next task is going to be the palm pat. Okay. You're going to place your hands palm to palm with one hand up and one hand down like this.
Like this?
Oh. All right.
Really cool stuff you guys are doing.
Let's see if he does better this time.
Remain in this position while I explain the task. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Okay. When I tell you to begin, turn the top hand over and count out 1, then turn it back over and count out 2, counting only when the hands make contact like this. I'll show you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Repeat this, speed up as you go, and do not stop until told. Make sure to keep your hands and fingers parallel during each pat, like this.
I understand.
But I have to show you just to, okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Begin.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Stop. All right, here's the last task. All right, this is the last one, okay? Make fists with both hands. Place your left fist at the center of your chest and your right fist against your left fist like this. Okay.
Hey, sir, your license is in your passport.
Always.
I stuck it in your passport.
Do it again. All right. Remain in this position while I explain the tasks.
Okay.
Do you understand? You understand? You understand?
I do.
Okay.
Of course.
When I say begin, you must perform 4 tasks. The first task is to count out loud from 1 to 4 while you move your fist in a step-like fashion, making contact between your fists at each step. I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The officer carefully explains the final task, making sure he fully understands the instructions.
The second task is to memorize the position of your fist after you have counted to 4. Clap your hands 3 times and return your fist to the memorized position. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2.
Not yet, not yet. You gotta stay in position. The third task is to move your fists in a step-like fashion in reverse order, counting out loud from 5 to 8. Stay in that position.
Okay.
And return your left fist to your chest.
From 5 to 8, that sounds weird.
I can repeat this. I can repeat it for you.
Yeah,
okay.
Let me
I got you. Make a fist with both hands.
I got the.
Place your left fist in the center. I have to go up the whole thing though, so it's this procedure. Make a fist with both hands. Place your left fist at the center of your chest and your right fist against your left fist like this.
I have it.
Okay. Remain in that position while I explain the tasks. When I say begin, you must perform 4 tasks. The first task is to count out loud from 1 to 4 while you move your fist in a step-like fashion, making contact between each of your fists at each step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? The second task is to memorize the position of your fists after you have counted to 4. Clap your hands 3 times and return your fist to the memorized position.
Got it.
1, 2, 3. The third task is to move your fist in a step-like fashion in reverse order, counting out loud from 5 to 8, and return your fists, and return your left fist to your chest.
Got it.
6, 7, 8.
I get it.
Okay? The fourth task is to open your hands with palms down and place them on your lap. So after you're finished...
Determined to try again after failing the first time, the man gives it another shot. Will he finally get it right? Let's find out.
This is like, have you done this?
I have to do this, sir. You want to try it again, or?
No, I'm going to try it again.
Okay.
I'm going to keep trying. I mean, I've had like 3 beers from Bimini in 3 hours. Now, I went out last night. I'm not going to give you a lot. But, put my watch in the pocket. We're going to do this really well. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to count my positions. No one can pass that. This man, I've been living down here my whole life. I haven't done anything wrong. These tests are so hard. Can I try the test again?
It's all right, sir. We'll move on. Okay.
Take me in. Arrest me or whatever you have to do. The problem is, Carlos can't drive this boat. I'm the only sober person. I had 3 drinks, and I can't even dash it. Field sobriety test. I'm going home.
All right, sir.
I haven't even cleared customs. This is so difficult. I own it. Thank you.
All right, sir. So I ain't gonna place you under arrest.
That's fine.
For operating your vessel while impaired. Okay. Turn around.
Hey, Maria, take pictures of me being hand arrested. What happened? I'm getting arrested.
Eventually, the officers determine he's impaired and place him under arrest for boating under the influence.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, there was a helicopter trying to stop him with 2 vessels alongside, trying to stop him from entering an area where we have swimmers for a sanctioned race. He nearly almost ran in the course where the swimmers were going. So after we stopped him, we saw that USCG Coast Guard boarded his vessel, and we then proceeded to go through a resource inspection because he had lobster tails on board, I saw that he had a bunch of alcoholic beverages on the deck of the boat, so I went and did an investigation, and I found that he was impaired. So that's what's going to happen right now.
The man is charged with BUI and transported to Plantation Key Jail. Number 1. This guy literally jumped ship to avoid getting arrested. Officers stop a man operating a boat with no ID or registration paperwork. The man, who identifies himself as Anthony, or AJ, claims the boat belongs to a friend and says he was just taking it out casually. As officers begin checking for violations, they discover that AJ might have an outstanding warrant.
It came in this morning and we got towed in. Where's it at? That's what we're looking for. It was over here earlier. We had to go meet the cutter way out.
Neither of you have IDs.
Nope.
Who's... Okay.
This is, I work on the Gulf Stream, Key West. This is one of our other mates, Ethan. His trailer got towed the other day, so we tied it up behind our house. We live right there, so it's just been there, so we kind of popped out. I didn't realize he didn't have
What is your first name?
AJ, or Anthony.
And then, do you know the registration for this? Do you have it on board?
Unless it's in here, like I said, it's not my boat.
Well, that sucks because you're operating a vessel.
There you go.
Okay, perfect.
There you go. How about that?
Let's see if Ethan Phillip Cook.
Yeah, I thought y'all were looking for a chub.
Well, we were until we saw you had violations on the on the water. Sure did.
Okay. Hopefully it's in order. Like I said,
Well, it's not because
he told me I was good to take his boat out. So.
Well, your chest insurance was that numbers on it and shit.
Vessel.
Catching people breaking the law.
We are. You have a crime on the water.
I don't know what your attitude is, but just relax. It's not that deep.
You're out here looking for a chub.
Yeah, and then obviously we're addressing violations that we address because we're a cop and that's what we do. Okay, you're still on the water, but you are arguing with us. Okay.
Is that why you're freaking out?
What?
You got a warrant?
I don't know.
Is that why you're freaking out?
I'm not freaking out about anything.
You are.
This isn't my boat.
My point is like usually when people start acting like that, it's because they got a warrant.
Do I have one?
Well, that's what she's saying. You're wanted. Yeah, you have a warrant. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Okay, can you send the confirmation?
No.
Thank you. You have a protection order?
No, I have a child support order.
Okay, that's a protection order.
Through my job, but I pay my stuff. I talk to my kids.
But I'm just asking. A protection order pretty much is that you can't be with certain person. That's what that means.
Against Dana. She's in Jacksonville or St. Augustine. Look, I don't like dealing with these people. Every time it goes wrong.
They're asking you a question, answer the question.
Okay, cool.
Stop freaking out.
Despite several attempts to calm him down, AJ grows more agitated and talks over the officers.
Okay, she's not Dana, so don't worry about that. Just find out if it's confirmed. Hey, listen. You have a warrant, and they're going to confirm it, all right? I don't know what for what. What's in your hand? Okay, cool. My question is this. Are you going to fight me, or are you going to run?
So you tell me this. Are you about to take me to jail?
Probably.
Then, like, for
Can we
real.
wait for the confirmation and
Look, I didn't do nothing wrong.
I'm not saying you did. Listen. Hey, look at me. Don't add another charge.
I don't want to go to jail on a Sunday, and I can't do nothing about
Well,
it.
hey, listen, it's better because at least Monday. Yes, it is because at least it's not Friday.
Okay. So
And listen, look at me. Regardless, Anthony, look at me. Regardless, I still have to do my job. But don't add another charge and have to stay in longer. All right? It's
No,
not
you're
worth
right.
it.
You're right, but no, I don't have any warrants that I know about.
Okay.
Other than.
Other than what?
If you look, listen.
I am listening.
I'm not trying to add another charge.
I understand.
I'm not trying to do nothing. I was not doing nothing wrong. We were in our backyard. So if I jump in the water and swim away right now, what's going to happen?
I'm going to follow you, and we're going to say that you're running, and that's fleeing and
But
eluding.
am I running right now, or am I in my backyard? Because you haven't told me I'm under arrest or I have a warrant. So right now, if I jump in the water and swim
Then you're
away, be
fleeing
real
and
with me.
eluding. I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm saying. You are not free to leave. You are not free to leave.
I don't have anything that I did wrong.
It doesn't matter. You are detained right now.
You are being detained. If you flee and elude, it's a third-degree felony. Or it's actually a first-degree
But you're telling
felony.
me you're taking me to jail today regardless.
If the warrant comes back, yes.
So can you talk to me first? Like, because right now you're like trying to, I feel attacked right now and like.
I'm way on the other boat. I'm
You're
just
saying
holding
a
the boat.
protection order.
AJ, look at me. Please
Haley.
just sit down and let them finish this whole thing without freaking out. It's
Without
just not gonna
freaking
help
out.
Yes,
You
I
are.
understand. This is stressful. I'm stressed for you and with you, but please, you're making it worse.
Yeah, man.
Please.
Officers repeatedly warn him that he's not free to leave and that fleeing would result in felony charges.
I didn't do nothing wrong. You
I
don't even know know I'm AJ. I could be Ethan Cook right now, right?
Oh my God! Shut up!
Like, come on. Like, I'm just saying. Like, why? Like, do you really feel like I need to go to jail today?
It's not my feeling. It's not our choice. It's not. We're not charging you. If you have a warrant, then legally our job is we have to take you to jail. Well, if you go, listen, if you jump in the water and swim away, you're adding a felony. So.
But you don't know yet, right?
No, I don't know.
You don't know yet if I'm wanted, right?
I don't know.
So,
but you're not free to leave. I'm telling you right now.
You are being detained.
9442 marathon.
You are detained.
I need 94. If you can, anybody on land, he's threatening to jump in the water. I'm not saying you're fighting me. Just.
Listen, I'm not doing that.
Stop.
I'll deal with it the right way when I can have a lawyer take me to court and like do it. Not because
you can say that whenever this is done.
What is he saying?
Like, come on, guys, for real. Why do you want to take me to jail today?
I don't want to take you to jail.
Let me know I have something that I need to handle, and I'll do it.
I can't do that.
That's not how that works, unfortunately. Like, it's just not how it works.
I'm sorry.
I understand it's frustrating. I understand no one wants to hear those words. We get it. We're not.
So y'all are just gonna leave her by her own if I go swim away?
No. If anything, listen.
Like, you see what I'm saying right
Anthony.
now? It's not fair. This is not fair.
This isn't like a bartering thing. That's a thing.
I'm not trying to barter with you.
Stop talking.
They were looking.
Please, for me, shut the f up.
They're telling me they're going to take me to jail.
Okay,
unless they
I
tell them it's a
understand.
protection warrant.
Stop talking.
The protection has nothing to do with it. The protection order is completely different. Whenever I was asking about the protection order, I was trying to make sure you weren't with the person that you were with the protection order. That has nothing to do with it. Anthony.
Bro, like you're trying to take, like, I work here, I live here, I'm local. Why, like, I didn't do nothing wrong,
Look,
man.
We understand the frustration.
But you want to take me to jail instead of telling me, hey, AJ, figure it out and take care of it tomorrow.
That is
That's
not,
how you do with somebody that you work here with. You're trying to take me to jail and say, at least you can do it tomorrow.
They're not trying to do anything right now. You just won't stop running your mouth.
But they said they don't know if I have a
Stop
warrant.
talking, please.
Despite his girlfriend's efforts to get him to comply, he continues to behave like this.
I understand it's frustrating. I'm not saying it's not frustrating. I understand. I'm sorry you're feeling this way, truly. But from our job, we cannot speak to someone with a warrant and then be like, okay, deal with it later. That's just.
I understand. So the question that I asked initially wasn't that.
Listen, Anthony.
Tell him, you can't. Okay, we already.
So either you jump in the water and you're fleeing police, regardless.
Now I have an F3 plus the warrant, right?
Yes.
So now I have 2 warrants.
And then if you resist, that's another one.
I'm not resisting you.
I'm not saying
Right
that. I'm
now,
saying
Can you please stop
Yeah,
talking?
I'm about to stop talking.
No, you're not. You haven't done that for like 20 minutes.
So listen. What I'm saying is this. When I put handcuffs on you, if you resist me, that's another charge.
I'm not going to.
I'm not saying you are.
But
I'm trying to give you
if I
put
do
the.
this after
Hey,
you-
listen. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth to listen twice as good, right? So listen to what I'm saying. I don't want to add charges onto this. You could be out tomorrow morning, right? Your bond could be like $500, and you're literally out as soon as you get there. Does that make sense?
You didn't tell me that yet.
My point is, listen, man. Look at me. I can even tell you. Let me see. I'll look it up for you. Listen, man, you got violations on the water. That's that. All right? Number 2, your bond is going to be $3,000. Because it's $30,000 total, you pay 10%. It says to destroy tarpon bond, photo and science bond, something tarpon, hook, line and gear bond, something about tarpon, cruel death, or excessive or repeated infliction on unnecessary pain and suffering.
Be driven to the place tomorrow.
No, it is not. Listen, no, it's not the offense, it's the warrant. So the warrant, regardless, because we are here now, we have to take him to jail. But if you have $3,000, you can bail him out as soon as he gets in. Or you can get a bail bondsman, and then as long as you show up to court.
Tension builds quickly. AJ starts questioning the officers, asking if he's under arrest and debating what would happen if he jumped in the water.
I'm gonna swim home right now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna follow you. And there's...
Stop. You can listen. I don't have the $3,000 to get out today. Go.
AJ, I swear to God, I will be gone tomorrow if you jump in that water.
If they take me to jail and I let them take me?
No, if you go in there, it's worse.
It is worse. You're adding a third-degree felony. You're adding a felony on top of that. You're not going to have any money.
And give me your boss.
You will never be able to get a notice to appear. Like, you're screwing yourself legally for long term if you do this. It's just not worth it. The judge is
Listen,
going to look at
exactly.
it. It's just not going to help you.
It is not going to help you. You're going to end up screwing yourself. Notice to appear. All right?
What is your passcode for your phone?
Let me just put you in handcuffs.
AJ, what is
Come
your
here.
passcode to your
AJ,
phone?
I'm not doing. I'm staying right
I
here.
can't help you if you don't give me your
Password to your phone. Give it to me.
Stop.
Give it to
Turn
me.
around and talk to her.
Give it to
Listen,
me.
I'm sorry,
What
but
is it?
listen,
I can't help you.
Listen, just get back on your boat. You can give me the F3.
AJ,
but
I
look,
can't
I'm gonna
help
go home.
you.
You're not taking me to jail today.
Well,
Stop.
you're gonna add resisting because I'm gonna stop you from resisting.
I'm not resisting unless you tell me to
Please.
stop.
AJ, stop.
Listen,
AJ.
you're telling me I'm resisting and I'm not.
You are, because I'm
Work
telling
with
you to come here.
You can
You
give
work
me
with
the other
me.
charge. Give me the other
Give me
charge
the
and tell him I
code.
swam away.
No. Give me the code. I need it. I can't help
you.
you.
on radio and tell him he's trying to leave.
I
You
don't
can. Tell him I'm trying to leave. That's fine.
Your
No,
phone
not
number.
resisting.
Come here. Come AJ, I don't have phone number.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry. Hey.
9442 Marathon. The subject is fleeing.
I don't have any way to do anything, AJ. I am gone after this. I'm telling you.
He's also resisting without violence.
I'm leaving. I can't. I don't know how to drive a boat.
We will be right back. We'll be right back.
I'm sorry. She needs help. We will be right back, sir. She's anchored. Then you should have made the decision to sit with your girlfriend if you're worried about her, because she's anchored right now. You're leaving her. Think about that.
Yeah.
She's fine right.
Officers immediately radio in that he's fleeing and resisting and track his movement as he swims like a fish toward shore.
You are being selfish right now. Stop. Stop. Do not put this on anyone else. You're projecting and displacing blame. Stop. Grow up. Stop. You're being emotional. You're letting your emotions get the best of you, dude. It's not that deep, dude. It's not that deep. Okay, how about you come this way? And he's trying to swim to land. I don't think he's going to make it, but we... Yeah, he literally jumped off the boat and was trying to swim to land. We might be able to get him in the boat, but he's being absolutely ridiculous. So we're literally right... What? Yeah, just in case he does make... I mean, he's swimming like a fish towards White Street Pier.
Not coming in the boat. Go help.
That's fine. That's cool. We're just going to wait for you.
Drive the boat. Floating away.
Yeah, please. Sounds good.
Yeah, you're the one that did that. Don't blame me for your problem.
Yes, you did. We just told you 3 times, dude.
9412.
Just sit back and let him tire himself out. He's an idiot. Put the lights on. Are the lights on? Turn the lights on. She's anchored.
I already got 2 charges.
She's anchored.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. I literally saw the anchor.
There's no anchor on the boat.
So what's the line?
She's drifting away.
What is the line going to the bottom of the ocean? At your bow.
Half-net. There's no anchor on that boat right now. She's drifting away.
What?
Y'all are out of control.
The only one out of control right now is you. I don't understand how you don't see that.
You already gave me 2 charges. Who cares?
We offered for you to not have that be the case. I don't understand why you're acting like we chose to do that. I understand this is emotional, but you're literally making it so much worse than it has to be, and I don't get it. The warrant's not...
Tell me it's already that.
The warrant's not going to go away. You have to deal with it. So I don't understand why you're adding this to make yourself, like, your life more difficult. I don't understand. I don't. And now she's going to be very upset with you, and it's just not worth it. I don't understand. Like, I understand it's frustrating, but man, it's not worth it.
Oh, you sent the first hit confirmation. I'm just waiting for...
Meanwhile, AJ's girlfriend is left behind on the anchored boat. Officers express concerns, and she doesn't know how to operate it, and AJ has now stranded her.
And we will go get her, but you're the one who left her there. You do realize that, right? Why would we believe you? Just curious. You're literally swimming to shore, offshore, to avoid what's inevitably going to happen and leaving her. So I don't get it.
And then we'll go help her. Yeah, he's swimming now. Yeah, he's fleeing and eluding right now. You're swimming into my boat. I don't know, a warrant. A warrant.
Marathon 9411.
He's literally swimming away. He's just circling right now. Like, we're just staying with him.
10-4, all
He's swimming. We're letting him try himself out. You need to say sorry to her.
Yeah, honestly, this is just ridiculous for us. You don't have to apologize to us. You're hurting yourself at the end of the day. And I don't think she's going to be too thrilled with you after this. No one is going to run over you. I can guarantee that.
Somebody might run over her, so they're floating.
She's in a boat.
You sure did that. You're the only one that could drive a boat on that boat. You left.
Blame it on me.
It is your fault. That's your problem.
sorry.
You want to blame everybody else for your problems.
I didn't
not
say that.
yourself.
You're literally trying to blame us for, quote, leaving her out there.
I'm not.
You are, though.
You are. We would have towed her in.
She doesn't know how to drive a
And
boat.
if you just did what you were supposed to do, we would have towed her in with us and she wouldn't be out there right now. Fun fact.
Go help her.
Dude, if you got in the boat, we could go help her. What aren't you comprehending? Seriously, what aren't you comprehending?
You're not going to make it over the sandbar. If y'all go get her, I'll give up.
That's not how that works.
You're not going to make it over the sandbar.
Okay, and we got like 5 units on land and we're going to watch them get you.
You most of this whole day, so we're gonna. Why don't you keep doing that?
What?
I said you worried about you this whole day. Why don't you keep doing that?
And that'd be on you, so I hope you sleep great later. Yeah.
From a distance, officers comment on the absurdity of the situation. They stress that AJ turned a simple detention into a felony arrest.
How many times do we explain the situation to you? Do you just not comprehend basic English?
Got my LT coming out here now.
You done or what? You done? How deep we got? I'm just gonna hop up. Are you done or what? Seriously, this is absolutely ridiculous. We're done. We're done. We're done.
Come on, man.
What did you think was gonna happen? Seriously, what did? Dude, stop.
Hey, I'm not.
All right, then figure it out.
I'm not.
Stop fucking moving then.
Hey, I'm not.
Stop.
I'm not doing it.
You just were. Do you not know how to? We're past that point. So far past, it's not even funny.
Is that a cop right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all cops.
Listen. I'm sorry, guys.
You're not.
You're just being an idiot. I don't get why. I really don't.
I'm trying to leave.
That's not an option. What are you comprehending?
That's still want to go.
I understand it's frustrating you, but this ain't gonna help you.
Go to jail.
Yeah, but guess what? You're not avoiding it, so I don't know why you're putting through everyone this.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
No. Walk. You made it all this way. What's another 20 feet, right?
Hey, look.
Just walk. Dude.
Come on, Milo. Come on.
You're fine. You're literally fine.
Now you're going to drag me.
Yeah, we will if you don't keep walking.
Once on shore, AJ is intercepted and taken into custody. He's visibly exhausted and no longer resisting.
Then he was just like, mouse.
Yeah, man, as soon as I put the power pole down, I'm like,
Yeah, this is.
Well, you waited till shallow water. That was smart.
Well, yeah, because and then he obviously like also holding him and walking all the way in. I was like, dude. We gotta go help his girlfriend though, because she can't run a boat and she's literally sitting out there anchored. He refused to cooperate and decided to leave her there. No, he's just irate. He's irate.
Think his relationship survived this mess? Let us know what you think in the comments. So the next time you think the rules don't apply on the water, think again. The badge doesn't care how big your boat is. Sound off in the comments.